All right. This is how it's going so far. It looks like, I wonder if I'm taking some of the cob part off. Is that going in the dish? Because I gotta say, corn on the cob, I would guess the cob part is not good. So I'm gonna keep going with this because the only way we can learn is through experimentation. But I have proven one theory right, that we did save, I was gonna use something like this. We totally saved the dish by just going right into the pan. So I want to keep doing that, try this method out and see, I don't know, see if that cob is in there. Hopefully not. I'll get back. Okay, these are the finished cobs. You can see they're a little misshapen. That makes me think there might be like cob in our dish. It tasted really good though, really sweet. Now it looks like I could use a lot more corn. Just makes me think, next time I'll get 4 instead of 2. I'll double the amount. Little interesting fun facts about corn, guys. Corn is a new world vegetable. It was not from Europe. We didn't discover corn. The West didn't discover corn until we started migrating over and colonizing the new world. It was raised by Native Americans or American Indians, depending on what decade you were born in. They were domesticated originally by the Native Americans. And that's really all I know about it. I'm sure it's changed a lot since then. But, and maybe they had a better way of getting it off the cob. Maybe if I had a sharper knife. But see, it just doesn't look like that's the most effective way. I don't know. I think I'm going to play with corn a little bit more. But if anybody knows a better way to get it off the cob than a dull knife, I guess a sharp knife would help. Just let me know. Okay, we're moving on. Oh, we're moving on to the fun part. We'll throw this away. We're going to start cutting into yellow thing. I only got one of these. I'm already regretting that. I only got one of these. I'm just going to do it right now and see what it looks like. We need the edge. Okay. We're obviously not going to cook this. Okay. Well, hold on a second. Okay, we got a problem here. I don't know. Do you leave the skin on this thing? I'm going to leave it on. And this is one of the little slices of it. It's like white. That does nothing for me. Alright. Apparently you can eat it raw. I mean, that was good to know. I'm going to slice it up and put it in there, but right now, I don't know what good it's going to do. Oh, we're also going to do carrots after this. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright, we're in the final phases of the vegetables that we're going to be cooking with today. I'm down to carrots. These are pretty sad looking carrots. I'm better that the 99-cent bag, which I got, they might be 99 cents strictly for aesthetic value. Because they're just ugly, but I think they're just regular carrots. I'm not, what's the word, skinning them. I don't take the skin off of carrots. I don't have one of those things. I thought I got one like this. That's what I thought this was when I first bought it. It's not a carrot skinner, but it looks like it does similar stuff. I tried it once. It was too much trouble. So I'm just back to raw carrots, the way God intended. And that's how we're going to do it. I have a little bit of concern about heat again. Remember, I'm not using a lid. So I'm worried that the carrots are still going to be crunchy even after everything else is finished. And I'm trying to make everything not soggy. But I feel like I might be losing in that endeavor. So maybe it won't make a difference if I use the lid or not. I'm going to go ahead and cook these carrots down with all these vegetables. See what we're working with. And then I may never go lidless again. Unless, I don't know. Unless there's some reason to. At some point we're going to do a recipe. So it might be like, use the lid. In which case we will. Alright, that's all for now. I'm going to let this cook and then we're going to get back. And we'll probably be showing you guys the final product on the vegetables. Alright, I want to let you in. Anytime I try a new spice from this big spice rack, I feel like I should let you know about it. I'm trying something called fennel seed. It smells like it's very potent, so I bet we could overdo. Oh, it's like whole seed. It's not ground up or anything. Alright, I don't know what this is going to do. But I'm afraid to use too much of it because there's no going back, I imagine, with spices. I don't think I can put like more salt and pepper in there to lessen the power of fennel seeds. So I don't know what you use fennel seeds for. our vegetables here, they look like a hodgepodge of different. They look exactly what it probably would look like if you just randomly pick vegetables out of the grocery store and try cooking them. So the yellow thing, what's interesting, has no flavor. It doesn't taste like anything. So that's not a net negative, right? Like, as long as it doesn't have a negative flavor, then we're still all ahead go on the dish, I would think, right? Still don't have potatoes in here. And right now I'm not sure what the point is. I'm not using, everything's still watery. So I might throw the potatoes in here and then just cook this thing on low for a while. And then let it get soggy again. Oh man, I'm really disappointed with the white thing. Alright, I'm gonna do potatoes and I'll be back. Oh, real quick on potatoes, because we have not talked about potatoes at all. How much potatoes to throw into your dish? The really key thing about potatoes is not about how much to put in your pan for each time you're cooking, but how many times you have to cook potatoes before they start growing things. So I learned this the hard way. Those of you who work potatoes probably have experienced this. If you leave them on your shelf long enough, they'll start growing things out of them. Like, looks like the beginning of vines or something. And then you have to sort of cut that part out before you can cook with the potatoes. Now, I presume those would grow more potatoes? I don't know. At any rate, it's kind of gross to feel like when your food's like growing something new. I can, I'm not easily grossed out, and that's sort of off-putting for me. So my advice to you is it doesn't matter how much potatoes to cook in your dish, just make sure you empty the bag. See, look how big my bag is. Here, I'm gonna bring you right here. Just make sure you empty your bag before I start growing things. So that means I gotta cook potatoes like 3 times this week, and then the last time, everything's going in. It doesn't matter how many. If we have too many, if it doesn't fit, we have to cook it. Otherwise, it'll start growing stuff. I don't care if it's crunchy potatoes. Now, I think that's it. We're going to add a little bit more salt and pepper. Don't forget, I've decided I'm starting to make that kind of a staple for me. I'm going to add more salt and pepper, and I think I'm going to go with the old cumin again. And I'm not going to do any more. If I do any more adventure seasoning, I'll make a little short about it. I think that's it for now. I think now we're gonna go to the finished. I'll show you the finished product, and it's gonna look a lot like it looks now. To be honest with you, I don't think we're gonna get a change here. I think I'm gonna use the lid after all because I don't know why not to at this point. Okay, that's all for now. Okay, we're about to wrap here. I did what I said I wasn't gonna do, and I put a lid on it. That was to cook the potatoes. You could see now, kind of. Ooh, it smells good. Now it kind of looks like a stew. All right. I don't know if that yellow thing is doing anything, but the corn, I could smell the corn in there and it's killing it. It did turn into something like a stew because I used the lid. I'm going to have to drain it out. The water, I mean. So that was another failed experiment with the lid. However, it smells good. You can tell I was struck by it. I also added savory, which is a spice. Apparently it comes on one of these little super racks. I thought savory was a flavor, like sweet and savory. Anyway, I'm putting more of that in there. If anybody has any spices to recommend, I now have 12 subscribers. So you guys feel free to recommend spices for our next dish, and I will throw it in there. I won't even look into it. I'll just take your word for it. So it puts me in a little bit of a risk to you jokers out there. I think that's it. I'm not going to show you the final product because it's just going to be this with chicken. I'm going to put this in a bowl and eat it with a fork. And that's going to be it. I'll give you one more look at it. You can see we got corn, potatoes, carrots, yellow thing, and that's it. Oh, of course, onions and green peppers. The green peppers, I'm going to stay with them because they're cheap. But I have to say I'm officially gone to being on the fence about how I feel about green peppers. All right, that's it for now. I'll be posting this one soon, and maybe we're still working up to where we work from a recipe. I don't know if that's next, but it's coming soon. All right, thanks, guys.